Hi, I'm Eli, founder and CEO of Baseline. Today, I'm very excited to show you guys Teams V3, our third complete new generation of how you build teams, edit teams, get people on those teams, and how you recollect payments from those teams as well. So let's get started. This is the Teams portal. It looks very similar to the last generation of Teams. All of your same general groups, except now you have roster builder and you have add team. Let's start with add team. So you're just gonna click here. It looks now very similar to how you build events. You have add teams manually. You also have an AI builder. So let's just say that you want to build out your 8 to 18U purple tigers, say general questions and waivers. Now, this also has context from teams that you've built in the past. So if you generally have questions or if you generally have waivers that you do attach to teams, the system does know that from the contextualized AI. The other really cool piece with this is that as you build them, you can edit them after the fact. So all of our AI products are built to be 99% of the way there from the AI building it, and then really let the admin control that last percent. So as you can see, that's already being built out. You just have your teams right there. You can build as many teams as you want. So if you wanted to build 10 different versions of that team, if you wanted to clone it after the fact, if you wanted to do really anything directly from the AI to build more or to make any additions, I'm actually going to add an 18U tag to this so that I can organize them later. But yeah, so now you can really build teams the exact same way that you've been able to build events in Baseline. At this point, using AI, simple and in advanced modes. We're very excited for the simplification here, just to really consolidate as many buttons as possible. Moving on to payment plans. This is a completely new way that we're thinking about payment plans and invites. Previously, there was one link per team that you have to send out, or you have to invite each person. Now you can create as many different invite groups as you want. So think about it for your pitchers, your hitters, your position players only, if you have coaches, special exemptions. If you've got all kinds of these different invites and you want to have many different links to send out to those groups of people, now you can build them here. So let's just start with the AI. Let's say I want to build a hitters group for, let's say, $2,400 over 6 payments from next week to the end of July 2027. So we're really gonna push that way out. And then let's also say pitchers invite is, say, 2,000, and coaches invite is 1,500. Now you can build as many as you want. You can actually have different payment plans per invite. So from this right here, you're saving hours and hours of time of having to go through and build out every invite with every payment, with every date that you want those payments. Something really special for how we built Baseline teams is that every single transaction can actually go to a different account, have a different tax code, and have a different facility that's associated with, have a different category that you're storing it under, and you can really design out any different kinds of payment plans that you want with complete control over where all of those are going into the same bank accounts. And really, the magical part is that the users don't see any of that friction. So users still put in their payment method one time, or they can use something from the last year, or they can use something that they're already using at the facility. So if they have a card on file, they can select that to pay for their teams as well. It's really just now a seamless experience. You build out these invites. You can drag and drop people to them. You can also send the links out in groups. You can grab from old teams, and let's just finish these here. And then we can see those invites later. So we're just gonna publish those teams. We're gonna close them there. And now we're gonna head over to our roster builder. And a roster builder is a completely new thing. Think about when you're building a team in the show or Madden and you have all these people that you can build it from. You have all these different invite groups here. So these are some of the outputs from that AI. So now you can see some of the people that have been invited in the past, if we're still waiting for them, if they've accepted. And then let's just try pulling from some of these new fields. So this is using state-of-the-art search algorithms, which can actually search through multiple indexes, which is like you're searching through your teams, your events, and your users at the same time. So you don't need to do 3 different searches. You can just do one search and it pulls everything up. The other really special thing with this is that you can actually add in more contextualized fields. So you can add in what their height was, what their high school coach was, their email if you want to, and those are going to populate additional fields. So you can have as much context as you need when you're building those teams out. You can also add in different performance metrics. So if you are collecting data at tryouts, if you are using Baseline for data collection on that side, or if you've been training with these athletes for a while, you can have performance metrics right next to these players that you're dragging and dropping in these teams. You also will notice here that we have context for the last time that you sent them a rejection letter, or the last time that you added them to a team. So when you are dragging and dropping these players to a team, when you're sending them links, or when you're adding them one by one, we're saving your progress along the way. So then the next time that you go add this player, or if you want to reject them in the future, we have all that context of what this whole player's journey has been. So let's just drag and drop Eli to this team here. You'll see that they're immediately sent an invite. You'll also see that since there are linked users on the team and a different linked user had an athlete designation, we're going to use the name of that athlete instead of the name that I dragged in. So we do still have that dynamic fields where you can have a whole family linked together. We have the context of who's the athlete and then who's the parent in that relationship as well. And then really just moving right through this, you'll see that there are a lot of athletes here on this event, and then directly searching from users below. So that's a little bit of insight. You have your reject messages at the bottom here so that you can make sure that you're taking care of everybody that came to your tryouts. And then all of your invites on the right, you have these invite links, so you can copy and share those directly with different athletes. You can put together messages. And yeah, that's the roster builder. We're really excited to see how people are going to use this going forward. And then let's get into post-inviting. So you've built your teams, you've invited everybody to these teams. They're going through and really accepting those rosters and starting to get started. You'll also see here some more context and easy access to these links in the future for building those teams out. You can click on them, you can see which invites they've accepted. And note, I did say invites, so you can now invite the same player multiple times to the team. You can invite the same player to different teams. You can actually pull from past teams into new teams. I know there's a lot of families that want to build out their rosters in different parts of their season, and as things change throughout the year, you can do that all now within baseline, and it's very easy to see that all in the same place. We've also moved everything to the right side, adding more context of if this is a player's name, but it's actually the same name of a parent on that account. Payment progress has gotten much smarter. All of your different values and different payments here that are going to come up very conveniently on the right side, and then all of your payments here that are coming up just right in the middle. So invoices, delete, and make any changes that you want. So if you do want to come in here, if you want to run this, if you want to edit these transactions, everything's now right within a click, right from your team, and you can see everything in the same place. So the same user interface that has made it very consolidated to see everything on the event side and managing facilities, now also with teams in this completely reimagined view of how we're looking at that. Saving the best for last, Magic Reminders was one of the features that really hit home with folks in the past, of being able to hit one button, then immediately send out hundreds of messages to everybody on your teams that hasn't accepted, that hasn't answered questions, that hasn't signed contracts, that hasn't put in a payment method yet. We brought that same magic to payment recollections. So now, with one button, you can immediately message every single person. You can CC your coaches. You can send them any kind of custom message that you want to every single person who has a failed or outstanding or late payment. So this is really improving how operators are running their businesses, making it so much faster for you guys to collect payments. And we're just really excited to see what you guys do with it. So that's Teams 3. I'm really excited that we're finally getting this out after about 1.5 years of working on it, and hope you guys enjoy.